Hello Scorpio, it's Oh My God Tarot, and this is your monthly reading for you versus them for January 2019. We are going to start with the Romance Oracle card for the theme of your reading, and then we're going to alternate 3 cards between you and them. Okay, so we're going to see how you guys currently feel. Boom, first card, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. We're going to have a look at the info book and get a clearer meaning of what the card represents. This card asks you, what do you want? And demands very clear and specific answers. Just like putting in an order at a restaurant. The universe has been listening to your thoughts and feelings about your love life and has brought you what you asked for. When you complain about what's served to you, it's only because you placed an unclear order. As soon as you are perfectly straightforward about what it is you desire, it comes to you upon the wings of angels in an instant. You drew this card because it's time for you to get clear and honest with yourself and formulate your requests with faith and optimism. Trust your feelings and make decisions for yourself and about what's best for you. Wake up call. That's kind of what I hear, Scorpio. You really have to be real about what it is you want, because some of you say you want someone who's firm and somebody who's stern and, you know, very strong, and then you're also strong, so then you butt heads, and is it really what you want? I mean, you want someone who's strong, but you want somebody that you can overpower, right? Or maybe even you just want somebody creative, but then you get jealous and you want to be the creative one. Maybe you want somebody who's not creative so that they can, you know what I mean? Be real about what you want, right? But let's have a look at you. Let's have a look at them. See where you guys are both at. Here we go. You. 5 of Pentacles. The abandonment card, okay? Them, Ace of Cups. You, King of Swords. Them, 7 of Wands. You, the Lovers. Them, Ace of Wands. Okay, let's do this. Let us do this. Let's look at you first, though. I feel like some of you guys have abandonment issues, and you're letting it linger on way too long. Like, you just hold back your money, you hold back your generosity, you hold back yourself. Like, you hold back letting people into your home, letting people into your life. You don't necessarily connect with people as much because you feel shunned by certain people, and you just feel like there's an insecurity there now, and you don't want to share certain parts of yourself. I feel like this is more of like, I don't know if it's like your people's. This feels like not necessarily your church that shunned you, but maybe a circle of friends. Like if you're in a relationship with someone and then you have to sever ties with them, then you lost a lot of friends in it, or, you know, something happened and a lot of people that you thought you could count on kind of just turned the other way, pretend they didn't, you know you. You probably, you know, thinking about that kind of stuff. It's probably made you a little hardened and a little more strategic with who you trust and who you put your emotions into. But the Swords is it's a very sharp card, very sharp and aggressive, very calculated. Perhaps that's what you're exhibiting a little bit about them, or just in general in approaches to relationships because of them. You know, King of Swords is he's smart, and you're smart because you're naturally smart because you're a Scorpio. But this is like, has nothing to do with the matters of the heart. You can't hold a sword at a date. You know, you can't move on and be bubbly and flirty and happy and cheerful when you have this hardness and this calculatedness towards people and feeling like you can prevent yourself from getting hurt type of energy. But you have a choice to make. It feels like you can actively turn that off. Like, you know, once you soften, you're like, oh, I just get so ooey gooey when I look into your eyes. Like if you see a babe, you'd be like, oh, and some of you guys are attracted to or messing around with or just with or infatuated with a Gemini, right? This is about making heart-centered decisions. This is about you making good decisions for yourself, like this very soon situation indicated. The Lovers is associated with definite making a decision that is best for you and them. So if not being together is best, you know it in your heart, that's the decision you would make. But this is also a very persuasive card. You wanting what you want, wanting like what gives you pleasure. And because Venus, again, with Venus, you know, there's lots of I want that, I want what I want, and just lustful behavior. But making decisions that's the best for the other person. Sometimes it's like you gotta make an executive decision. Are they good for you or not? Are they just gonna bring you a world of pain or no? You know, even though you have the love goggles on with the Lovers card, you got to make a decision that is best for you. You know, you don't want to put yourself through months of healing just so you can have a weekend of fun with someone that you can't really count on. Okay, so that's where you are. And then let's look at them. So they are wanting, I guess they tried to start a new relationship or something. See, when you try to start a new relationship and it's on the wings of something negative, it's not, I mean, they might post pictures that look good, but it's not necessarily good. Ace of Cups is like a false start to a new relationship, so maybe they even tried to start something with someone new and it fell through, or something that they thought they were getting didn't turn out or isn't what you think it is. It just looks like, or even a slow start, they thought they were going to be with somebody, then that didn't happen at all. You have the Seven of Wands. They're still defending their decision. They're still being really defensive, so I guess there's like no point in reaching out or whatever they are. They're just in a, I'm actively being kind of a jerk or just trying to defend the way that I'm being or the way that I'm behaving because I wanted this relationship and I just want it to seem like it's all good. It's all good here. Again, same thing with just, they had a new passion for someone. They had a new passion and they just kind of acted on that and they're just defending themselves on that. This could be a fire sign too, just very hot-headed, very extroverted, very actively trying to go do stuff and pursue people. Maybe they just see new attitude. Maybe their new start to love was just because it's not really about emotions. It's just about convenience, or it's just about breaking free and doing whatever they want to do. Because these are just like new starts, so this is like new behavior and it's based on passion. So any hothead will do a bunch of inappropriate stuff just because they have this, they're just emotional. So this is like a vulnerability. This is being, you know, kind of wishy-washy and letting your emotions make decisions, so just making not really smart decisions necessarily. And this is fueled by some passion. This is like, you know what, it felt good, I did what I wanted to do, I defend it, that's where I'm at, I'm just, you know, like that's where I'm at. So when it says very soon, clearly decide what you want. It's like, do you want to wait, or like, do you want to wait? Do you see this as a phase where you're just like, okay, well, everyone has to get that out of their system, you know, I was there first, or I was there whatever, you know what I mean, whatever the circumstances, and you kind of understand it so you can kind of sit through it. There's a lot of people I see on reality TV who do that. They're just like, you know what, I just don't want to be embarrassed. They just accept what their partner is. Whereas there's other people who are just like, you know what, no, cut it off, I'm done, I want to be in love, I want to have pleasure, I want to have joyful relationships that are blessed by the divine, people who love me for me and all that, like all that great stuff. I don't ever want to feel abandoned again. I don't want to feel left in the cold out on my own. I don't really appreciate somebody who can just so easily watch me suffer or just hurt me. I want somebody to hurt when they hurt me. Like, they don't want to hurt me because they'll feel the pain, you know. Some of you, that might be a Gemini that has so much empathy for you or whatever, that you mesh well with, because there's that depth and there's that enthusiasm for life and being creative and fun and looking pretty and, you know, beauty and all that. But they seem like they're on some new kick where they're on their worst behavior, or not, maybe not the worst behavior, but they're just very defensive about their ways, and it doesn't look like they're trying to be in any type of mode to do what you're doing, you know, you may be hard in a little bit with the King of Swords, but just you're still a lover. You're still a lover, right? So clearly decide what you want. Do you want to wait? Do you want to just move on and let yourself love again? Because that's the fun part. I would say that you want to be a lover and be bubbly, because when you get dark, it gets really dark, Scorpio. All right, so there is your January 2019 you versus them reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.